Hello everyone, today we'll discuss about list ADT. Can you able to say what is this? So this sheet contains a set of grocery items. So actually it is a list. It is containing all kind of grocery items. So in order to keep track of or to purchase anything, we create a list, right? It makes our process easier, right? For the purpose of that, we create a list, a grocery list to purchase anything, right? Next we'll see what is list ADT. So it is an ordered set of collection of we can say it's a collection of elements. So before slide we have discussed about the example of list. We have listed some grocery items. So in order to keep track of, in order to purchase anything, we create a list because it makes our process easier to buy anything, to keep track of anything. So for that purpose, to make it in an organized way, in an arranged manner, we create list, right? So we can say, so list is an ordered set of elements. Okay, it contains collection of elements. So the general form of list, it represents like A1, A2 up to AN. So this A1, A2 are nothing but the elements of the list, which means the items of the list. So A1 is let it be the first element of the list, and A2 be the second element of the list, and this AN be the last element in my list. Okay, this capital N represents the size of the list. For example, if my list contains 10 elements, then my N will be 10. Okay, so this capital N represents the size of the list, which means how many elements it contains. So if the element at position I is AI, A is fixed I, then its successor will be AI plus 1, which means 10, just take this example, 10 is in, for example, position 1. My successor, which means successor means the next element. The next element 20 is in which position? I plus 1, that is 1 plus 1, the next position, which is nothing but 2. Okay, the successor means the next one and the predecessor means the previous one. So what is the value of the predecessor 20? Predecessor means the before value, right? We have to decrement by 1. So the predecessor of 20 is 10. Clear? So the successor is the next value, I plus 1. The predecessor is I minus 1. I is nothing but the position. Okay, position minus 1. It gives the previous position. So for list abstract data type, we represent instances like collection of elements, n elements, say 10 elements, 10 integer values or 10 characters I am going to have in my list. So that is the instance of a list. And next is the operation. When we talk about operation, so it is like what type of operation you can do. If you are going to write anything, you are going to make mark list or else grocery list or else any wish list. What we do, we keep on update, we keep on insert new things. So whenever there is a need, so like insertion operation and then deletion. If that particular thing, particular item, element is not needed, we remove that item. We can find, we can search for a particular value or particular item in the list. And next of I means the next the value, previous, the predecessor, and then the print list, that which means displaying the entire content of the list, making the list empty. Okay, so these things, these are all the operations of the list. So when we have discussed ADT before itself, so it contains what? The instances and the operation together, we call it as abstract data type. So here instances are my nothing but the elements, the collection of elements, and the operations are the what kind of operations I am going to perform on that particular list. It comes under operations.